I have a critical question for the people who work at Team YouTube. What constitutes hate speech under your community guidelines? Because I just had a video taken down for so-called hate speech that was designed to educate people and teach them how not to be racist and how not to be homophobic and how not to hate other people. Now, this video was discussing a so-called gay white supremacist and your white supremacists who were out here pursuing relationships with Asian women, and breaking down why these individuals were saying these hateful things and doing these hateful things, were participating in actions that were diametrically opposed to their so-called positions. And as I was presenting my arguments as related to these individuals, I oft brought in facts as related to American history, as related to the Nazi Party, and related to World War II. But according to YouTube, trying to teach people how illogical it is to be a racist and a homophobe is hate speech under their so-called community guidelines. And that's really sad, because people like myself who are trying to educate people about how dysfunctional racism and white supremacy truly are, we cannot educate anyone because your people at YouTube think that trying to teach people about against your racism and white supremacy and your homophobia is hate speech. Now, I don't really understand what's going on over at YouTube as related to these community guidelines, but it's clear to me that people over there really do not understand what hate speech is when you take down a video speaking against a so-called gay white supremacist and white supremacists who date Asian women. Meanwhile, you have numerous videos up here of people promoting the Ku Klux Klan, people promoting hatred against black men and black women, and you have numerous videos up here of places like the Aryan Union and many other racist groups on YouTube, but a video speaking against the hatred of these individuals and the dysfunctional thinking of those individuals is taken down for hate speech. I don't know what's going on over at YouTube, but it's clear to me that the people who work there really do not understand the concept of what community guidelines are all about, even though they changed their terms of service back in December. Because it's sad that videos that are designed to educate people to not hate each other get taken down. Meanwhile, videos that promote hatred are allowed to remain on the platform for over a decade. So that really shows me that this whole plan to try to so-called fix YouTube is not working. And if things continue to go on, the website is not going to be a place where people can broadcast themselves who want to create positive content. It's going to be an environment like MySpace, and currently what Facebook I see right now is a place for trolls, drama kings, and other dysfunctional groups. And that's not really what YouTube was supposed to stand for. I mean, I thought this was a place where people were supposed to be able to present a positive image again and broadcast themselves. But when you have people like the Klan, neo-Nazis, skinheads, and many other groups on the platform, and their videos don't get taken down for hate speech, but in a video designed to try to refute many of the insane ideas that many of these people like your racists and your white supremacists have, and try to show how they're completely insane they are, gets taken down, that shows that there is something wrong with the people at YouTube and the people working the YouTube algorithm, that they really do not understand what hate speech is. Now, as a black man, I understand what hate speech is because I've encountered hate speech in my life. And I understand what racist statements are, and I understand, again, how many of the people who promote these racist ideas how there's something wrong with them and how the things that they're saying in many cases makes no logical sense. And that's what I was trying to explain in the video, that was taken down, was how completely illogical many of the positions these individuals have, especially when you do your research as related to the history of World War II and the history of your racists here in America. When you do the research, you'll see that many of the positions many of these individuals have, it just does not really fit in any sort of logical fashion, and it shows how irrational and how illogical it is to hate people. But your YouTube is going to call that hate speech, and that really, again, boggles my mind as related to some of these people on this platform. They don't understand what hate speech is, and again, it just something is wrong over there, because when you make a video designed to speak against hate and it's called hate speech, that shows that there is something wrong with not only the so-called new community guidelines at YouTube, but there is something wrong with the people who work at Team YouTube, and they need some retraining as related to the so-called community guidelines, and they need to understand what hate really is all about, because it's clear to me they don't really understand what it is when you take down videos designed to help people understand racism and understand how that speaking against racism is a good thing. You saying that that's hate speech, when in actuality it's not hate, when you're actually hurting the platform, because you're allowing the people who are trying to promote hate to stay on the platform. Meanwhile, the people speaking against it, you're sitting there and removing them and their videos from the platform, all because somebody got in their feelings and was not able to really sit down and think critically about what was presented in a video, and something that was actually designed to make you think and try to teach you something that so you could understand what the real definitions of hatred truly are, so that you could understand how these people who come out here with these positions, they don't, so that you can understand what racism and hatred truly are about, so that you can get a better understanding of what you're fighting against.